Blazers. For Charlotte, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Blazers, Hornets, up next on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick, it's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, D.A. Out of the wings for him, McCollum and Powell. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Bouknight on the wing. P.J. Washington is out there with Favors, and it's George in at the 3 spot. So the Hornets win the tip. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many pieces of candy do your kids get to have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down, and you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so, and then you hope they forget about it or just try to stagger it and get to Christmas.
And George, here we go, and it's George finishing it off.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Lillard misses. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Heat in FTX Arena. They get it back. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
That bucket in no time at all.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
McCollum outside. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The pass to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Bouknight passes to George. And he converts the layup. 6 points for George.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. No good off the front iron. Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. To the paint, here's Washington. The shot's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Powell. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Out to the right wing. There's Ball with the 3. Oh, that's offensive interference.
That'll be goaltending.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. Lillard from outside. Bouknight with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George passes to Washington. Lays it up and banks it in. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Lillard with the bucket.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Outside ball. George passes to Washington. Misses off the right iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Outside for George. Outside ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, you got to love how quick ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Lillard, bounce pass. McCollum finds Lillard. Here's Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Clock at 4. And the shot goes in. Powell's got 8 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Knocked away. George passes to Booknight. No good on the shot. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And he comes up with the deuce.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here's the floater. He's off on that one. George with the defensive effort.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Ball with the bucket.
Boy, nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the miss of his teammate. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
3 points.
McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. Hornets leading by 4. And one thing about LaMelo, Clark, you can't ignore the size he has at his position.
You know, he's 6'7", Kevin, so that's big for a point guard, and it allows him to see over defenses, and I also think it helps him as a rebounder. All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Nurkic kicks to Powell for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
George finds Washington. Shoots over Covington. And Covington sends it back. Powell with it. George picks him up. And it's McCollum in the corner. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And one thing Favors always brings to the table is the threat of a double-double. Night in and night out, he makes an impact with his play inside.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Booknight. And Maladon subbed in for Ball. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Zeller, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Robert Covington. Tony Snell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. George passes to Oubre. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout. On tap here.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Here's Simons. Here's Zeller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, that's a case where the defense was working hard to shut Zeller down, but he just kind of powered through to draw the foul.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Hornets with possession here. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Driving the lane, and it's sent back by George. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Derek Jones Jr.
Simons surveying the D. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. George against Jones. Bridges. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
From 8. That's good on the jump shot.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
George dishes to Bridges. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
3-pointers, Simons. The Hornets pull it in. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 6th assist on the night.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Kicks it out to Jones. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Jones Jr.
And now just a 1-point Charlotte lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bridges inside the 3-point line. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Snell. And there's the pass to Little. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Oubre. Here's the 3. Portland grabs the miss. 1:22 left to play in the first. Now here's Little. Guarded closer. At the elbow, Zeller. Excellent D there from George.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Bridges shot. Good.
You can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
He takes it in, and it's Zeller atop the key. Pass to Simons. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Simons.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
George looking over the floor. Maledon passes to George. To the middle. The shot by Maledon, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Little. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 3-pointers, Simons. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Good work there as it goes. And the Hornets lead by 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now with the talent around him, Damian Lillard. Able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, and Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
Jones Jr.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Bridges out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Rain Man. And it's Jerome with the shooting guard. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Three-pointer, Simon. It's hauled in by George.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Good. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Simons, covered by Oubre. Looking to get it going. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Smith finds George. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Bridges shot. Good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Zeller. Up again. It's good on the putback. Zeller's got 6.
Boy, Zeller's energy and activity infectious. His teammates really appreciate his hard work on the glass.
Jerome passes to Smith. Now here is George. Tight defense on him.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved? Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in. For Cody Zeller. Outside, George. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Ball against Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Now it's just a 3-point Charlotte lead.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Ball, the pass to George. From downtown, and Ball gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Powell. McCollum with the ball. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Collin passes to Nurkic. 3-pointer, Lillard. The Hornets pull it in. George has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Washington. And that one is good. And it's a 9-point Charlotte lead.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
The pass to Lillard. There's the triple. The shot comes out, and the Hornets now going the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. From the arc, Portland grabs the miss. Pass to McCollum. Shoots the 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Trailblazers. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now, because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Charlotte calls timeout.
But we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for McDaniel. And Maladon subbed in for Bouknight.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, game time is as real as it gets.
So for the Trailblazers, Little, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Tony Snell subbed in for Norman Powell. Here's McCollum, takes the 3, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Bounce pass from Bridges. George passes to Bridges, and he banks in the layup. Bridges has got 13 points.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 13 with that last one. He dishes it to Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. And Lillard kicks to Covington. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Deep 2 from Ball. George dishes the ball. George passes to Bridges. Fades and shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Over in the corner, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
George finds Bridges. Now here is George. He's tightly guarded. Ball with it. Now Covington defended. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Sinks that one from the post. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Jerome, he's checked in for the Hornets. And a switch here also for Portland. Jones is checked in. Trailblazers trailed by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. They closed the first quarter with a 6-point advantage. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentage looks. And that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, with the D worried about the post.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
The second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been one out. Standing game from George.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Powell and Covington up at the forward. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Offensive rebound. Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Hornets.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
For 3.
Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. George dishes to Favors. A second chance effort, and George finishes inside. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Cranes it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ball from long range. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's on Damian Lillard. The Hornets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Boy, what a path for LaMelo Ball. I mean, he played in Lithuania and New Zealand while he was a teenager, and eventually the 3rd overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft.
Lillard against Ball. Nurkic kicks to Powell. And another 3 for Portland.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lillard against Ball. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum right side. 4 on the clock, and Lillard kicks to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
A 3 from McCollum. Unable to get that one. And Charlotte will come the other way. Outside, Ball. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lillard outside. Shoots over Ball. And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Ball with a wide open look. The baseline jumper goes down. Ball's got 13.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Powell, no one around him. Portland again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Ball, the pass to George. Favors at the elbow. Shoots over Covington. Tries again. A nice shot by George. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Powell for 3. Traps in the tray.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Ball dishes to George. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Covington. And Covington sends it back. Lillard from deep 3-point land. And they get it back. Launches it. Good on the triple. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Powell for 3. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
George passes to Washington. Shoots over Covington and misses it off the right side of the rim. Portland leading by 4. Powell kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 16.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oubre is checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball. Zeller is checked in for the Trailblazers. Little comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum outside. Lillard finds Powell. No good with the triple. Hornets trailed by 4. Washington passes to Smith. Oubre against Powell. Back to Oubre from outside the arc. No good that time. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
It's McCollum on the wing. Offline with his 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Passes it to Washington. And that one drops for him. Now just a 3-point Portland lead.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
And it's McCollum off the drive. No good. Shot missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Smith right side. Outside, George. For the tie. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. George has got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Lillard outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Lillard's got 22.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The Trailblazers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. McCollum kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Charlotte calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Bridges is checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Ty Jerome in for Booknight. And then for the Trailblazers, Jones checked in for Little. Tony Snell comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Zeller passes to Simons. From 13, it's hauled in by George. Charlotte trailing. Inside, here's Bridges. And again with the rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Lillard with the bucket.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Charlotte has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The pass to Jerome. From deep, George. And it's Portland with the rebound. Zeller's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. That's a 2 from Lillard. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to Jerome. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Here's George. Oubre, no one around him. Cans it from downtown. Oubre's got his third basket of the night right there.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Simons, the pass to Snell. Here's Simons, defended by George. Shot clock at 6. Lillard from outside. Doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Down low, here's Bridges. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Snell dishes to Lillard. Oubre with the steal. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Pass to Zeller. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Zeller. 5 to shoot. Simons, the pass to Lillard. And the 3 off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Zeller against George. Here's Oubre. Got a piece of it.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Simons. It's hauled in by George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Oubre. LaMelo Ball is out there with Melodon. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Bridges kicks the ball. Now here's Melodon. He's guarded closely. A miss that time would have put him up. And for Portland, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Passes it to Jones. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Ball. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. Zeller grabs the board. Jones, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Hornets have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Oubre passes to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. Oubre finds Bridges. Back to Oubre. Ball from long range. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. There's the pass to Simons. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trail. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Stolen by Ball. To the middle. Here's Melodon. Favors inside. Working on Nurkic.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Simons. Right wing. Three-pointer, Snell. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maladon passes the ball. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 3-on-3. Pass to Nurkic. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead early. Oubre kicks the ball. No good from the wing. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And finally, someone scores.
Hornets. Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see. At least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
And the Hornets making a change here. George is checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Simons missing. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Back to George. Shoots over Covington. Gets the 14-footer to fall. George has got 45 points.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Pass to Simons. Sinks the triple. And the
Simons.
Trailblazers lead by 1.
3 points.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Back to Oubre. The 3 from George. Drills the 3-pointer. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
McCollum finds Powell. Over Maladon. They get the rebound. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Simons. He kicks it to Covington. Misses the 3. Hornets leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
McCollum outside. Will it go? And it's sent back by George. Outside, ball. Launches a 3. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And some changes here for the Hornets. V.J. Washington. Comes in for Oubre, and Bouknight comes in for Maladon. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Nurkic with it. Kicks it to Powell. A 3-ball. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside, ball. That ball's nice feed that time from George. And the Hornets lead by 5.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Charlotte. They've giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Trailblazers trailed by 7. Now Lillard releases, and right through it goes. Lillard's got 27 points.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
From deep, George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Powell's got room. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
George finds ball. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Inside, and the dunk by Covington.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Lillard wide open. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's George. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Portland.
And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Cody Zeller's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now a timeout called by Portland. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
George finds Washington. Shoots over Covington.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Over in the corner, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Hornets trailed by 4. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Passes it to Powell. Stolen by George. And a fast break now for the Hornets. George has got the ball. Now that one from Bouknight. Bouknight's got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. George dishes to Favors. Ball, the pass to George. There's the three. And it's LaMelo Ball with the three. Ball's got 23 points.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
And here's McCollum.
2 minutes.
Shoots over Booknight. McCollum, no good. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And there's the foul. It's on James Bouknight. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's McCollum. T right on him from past the arc. The Hornets pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
George passes the ball. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Favors trying to break free. They get it again. And George has his stuff.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the pass to Lillard. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
George against Powell. Free throw line jump shot. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, fans. Who wants the free T-shirt?
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
At the line.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
It's up a 3. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And George kicks to Washington. And then George with the jam.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
It drops.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
And the Hornets call time here. Here's George.
He got it in.
Zero's on the clock as he drains the game winner.
He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
66 points. Jesus Christ, man. And the game-winning shot.